Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. So normally I do a post-game analysis and a pre-game analysis explaining what I do, what my opponent's got, and what I've bought, why I bought it, that sort of thing. However, because I've got a huge backlog of games and I've got myself a bit more time now, I'm going to watch each game with you. So it's essentially going to be a watch along. I'll react and let you know what my thoughts were going into the games, why I picked some mons, and why I chose certain moves. Now it's a bit different because none of these games had any pre-match analysis, so there's none of that. I'm just going to go through why I chose a mon and then why I chose a certain move in a certain situation. The issue I have here is most of these games are about a month old now, because I haven't uploaded in ages. So I just wanted to give you guys a perspective of what I was thinking, why I chose certain moves. There will be post-game analysis, breaking down the team, as always, but as for now, let me know if you enjoy this sort of thing, and if you do, I'll do it more. If you don't, I'll go back to how I usually do it. But yeah, this is going to be the sort of rundown for the next 5 videos or so. So our opponent today is Zam. In his team he's got the Meowstic, Zapdos, Inteleon, Regice, Hitmonchan and Torracat. And I'm taking my Sun mode team mostly, with a what's that called, dual blade as well. So yeah, we'll get into this game. Just waiting for Zam to pick his mons and then we'll get started. Right, so game 1. So Zam's led with the Hitmonchan and the Inteleon. I've gone out with Liepard. It's going to be a Prankster Liepard and Pheromosa. So I'm obviously here expecting a fake out incoming, so I've protected with both mons. Probably a bit easy to spot, but let's see what happens next. Yep, so both mons protect. Got Muddy Water coming out and telling me he might not have fake out. Yeah, so nothing happens turn 1. So turn 2 I go for Electro Web to slow anything down. Mainly the Inteleon for when I bring out the Charizard and bring out Sunny Day. So sun goes up, Hitmonchan uses Mach Punch. It's not as fast as Liepard, so Liepard goes first. Liepard then ejects out. That was so I could get Charizard out, have it the most amount of turns on the field if I need it, and then we go with Muddy Water. Pheromosa avoids it. Charizard's going to take the hit, obviously super effective, but the sun helps nullify that a little bit. That tells me the Inteleon is scarfed because it outsped Pheromosa. There we go, and Pheromosa hits the Electro Whip into the Inteleon. Now I know that Inteleon's going to be slower than Pheromosa, so if I go for another Electro Web I'll bring it down. Charizard hasn't got hit off yet and it's already below half health. Right, so close combat into Inteleon, takes it out, so I don't have to worry about it possibly the Electro Web possibly missing, and an Air Slash into the Hitmonchan will take that out if it hits. These moves are 95%, so they probably will, but you never know. There's loads of Pokemon, loads of RNG, so we never really know what's going to happen. Yep, close combat hits, we knew that would. Which is good. Pheromosa's sash is still intact, which is important here. Gets the beast boost, gets an attack boost. I was an adamant nature, and air slash hits, taking out Hitmonchan. So we're 2-0 up at the moment, looking pretty good. Although Charizard's health is depleting quickly. Big risk with running a Life Orb and a Solar Power in the sun. So Meowstic comes out and the Regice. So we go for the Taunt onto the Meowstic. It's probably going to set up Rain, but we'll just have to deal with whatever it does. And then take it from there. Protecting the Charizard just so it's around for a little bit longer. Maybe we're not. We go for the Heat Wave. Probably not the best move because we know that it's going to Rain Dance. Yeah. So in the rain, Charizard's pretty not so good now. Heat Wave hits both. Regice has got monstrous special attack, but half that in the rain, it's not really doing anything. Icy Wind. Go breaks Pheromosa's sash, and drops its speed. That doesn't really impact too much. Pheromosa's still one of the fastest things on the field, even at -1. We send out Manectric. So we protect the Pheromosa, and we should snarl with Manectric, making them hit less hard if the snarl connects with both. He protects as well. Probably expecting a fighting move coming out of Pheromosa, but we're taking this slow, we're in control here. There we go, drops his special attack. The only thing it can really do is attack because it's been taunted. There we go, right. So we bring out the Lipard, expecting the incoming Psychic, and we snarl again. Again, just taking it slow, knowing what might be coming. Snarl, that Meowstic's special attack is half now. Psychic into the Lipard does nothing, and then we gets the Icy Wind off. At -1, it still hits quite hard, but better than being at neutral. Right, so what are we doing here? It looks like we're going to foul play something. So obviously don't want to set the sun up yet because the taunt's going to end the next turn. If I don't kill the Meowstic, I've wasted a turn with Lipard. So Manectric protects, prevent it getting hit by Psychic. And then we get the foul play off into Regice. Does nothing because Regice's attack is pretty poor. To be fair, so is Meowstic, so maybe it would have been better to hit the Meowstic. Lipard goes down, in a tougher situation now than needed. Taunt's gone. Okay, and out goes Pheromosa. Now Manectric should be able to take a hit and KO both these as long as the Regice goes down here, so let's see what we do. So close combat into Regice should almost always kill it. Its base 100 defense is good, but again it's Regice, it's ice. So we'll see what happens. Fake Tears, it's definitely going into something. Yeah, he's trying to weaken the special defense on the metric. So the die crops a chocolberry, but still goes down. Even with that Pheromosa, it still hits so hard. So yeah, looking good. Looking like we can almost got this one in the bag. Not quite, but almost. Gives me an attack boost because I'm an adamant nature. And Thunderbolt into Meowstic leaves it just barely alive. So this should be the last game of the game. Doesn't really matter what I do. Both my mons outspeed it. Snarl and Electro Web, a bit risky, both are 95%, so both could miss and I could lose something here, but doesn't matter, I guess. Yeah, Electro Web, now sticks down. Okay, so game 1, we take it. We take those wins when we get 2-0 win. I was more comfortable at the start. I've made it harder for myself by essentially not going for the kills quick enough, but it is what it is. Happy to take those wins when we get them though. Okay, and on to game 2. So, yeah, in the team, go. Right, so game 2. So this game I'm going to, I think I decided to leave with Lipard Venusaur. Let's see what happens here. Not really sure what was going through my head at this time. Scarf Inteleon didn't really threaten me too much. Venusaur would always outspeed it in the sun. But yeah, we've gone with the pure sun mode and Doublade in the back because Doublade can take hits for days. Have we? Yeah, looks like we have. Right, so yeah, Venusaur and Lipard lead with Pheromosa and Charizard in the back. Now game 1 he didn't take Zapdos, so I should have been expecting a Zapdos in this game and probably taken a Nectric because it protects Charizard, it protects a lot of things from that Zapdos. But we didn't, and we'll see what happens here. Okay, so it leaves with Meowstic, Terracat, and I go with Venu Lipard. So protect with Lipard and protect with Venu because of the fake out. Both those mons know it, so one of them's probably going to do it. And obviously I can't have Lipard getting hit before it gets sun up, otherwise it's going out straight away, which isn't ideal. Okay, turn 1, so protect. Misty Terrain, so that means I can't put his mons asleep, which isn't great because this is support Venu, so it definitely needs the cover. Yeah, so that's that turn. Shame, doesn't work out always, but anyway, sunny day now, and I bulldoze. sunny day, it pulls out the sun. He goes for effective. That tells me he's slower than me, which is annoying because I've made this Lipard slower than a 31 IV 0 speed invested Lipard, so obviously he might saw that coming and made his Lipard slower. Might be min speed. Right, and in goes Charizard. This does mean that with that Lipard Meowstic there, I can't really have Charizard in the sun because he's just going to rain dance me with it. Right. So let's see what we do here. Let's react to this. So out goes for emotion. Air Slash. And close combat. It's Meowstic, so we're trying to take the Meowstic out here. Whatever it takes. That goes back. Zapdos comes out. Really missing that electric now. Yep, rain dance as we expected. Close combat does decent damage to Meowstic considering it's resisted. And Air Slash. Just not getting KO. Even with Rifle. So protect Charizard. And Electro Web here, slow down that Zapdos because it's going to be faster. So protect the Charizard, Charizard's going to survive whatever. Okay, Meowstic down. So obviously you have Misty Terrain here for two reasons. Obviously it stops Venusaur putting him to sleep, and it would also override my Indeedee Psychic Terrain. See who he sends out. Regice again. Regice in the rain is not something I really want to deal with. But we have to. Right, so we bring in Lipard here so Charizard can get more turns in the sun later on. And close combat the Regice. Pheromosa is going to need to take 2 hits, so unless he doubles into it, we should be okay. And this is a bulky Lipard, so unless it takes a direct hit with both, it should survive. Just not killing, just not strong enough. Chocolate Berry coming in very handy. Thunderbolt, Lipard survives easy, but dodging the Icy Wind. I get very lucky there. If that Icy Wind had hit either, it would have been in more trouble. Pheromosa's sash is still intact, and I can now pull out the sun. Electro Web. I think I was really hoping Electro Web would take out Regice here. Which probably way too risky. Hindsight, I should definitely have just gone for a close combat on it. Like the Zapdos could either take out the Lipard or do or do damage to Pheromosa and bring it down to its slash. There's not much else I can really do. Yeah, so we get the sun up, Charizard's going to be out in the sun again. Sadly also means that his Torracat is going to be sending off heat waves in the sun. Yeah, see, he should have just close combated the red ice. Yeah. That way Pheromosa's sash would have stayed intact. Also wouldn't have got this speed drop, which is going to be crucial. Yep, and out goes Charizard. So we've got Charizard and Pheromosa versus Zapdos and Red Ice. And a Charizard Heat Wave will take out both. And it doesn't really matter what Pheromosa does here. Ooh, protect. So he's trying to stall out that sun as long as he can. So a bit of a nothing turn. Charizard obviously takes damage because the sun's out, putting it more in range for the the Torracat when it comes in, because these two are going to go down to the sun and Pheromosa. So we go Heat Wave again, so long as it hits. Yeah, and close combat into the Zapdos. Although it's resisted after the huge amount of damage Heat Wave is going to do. Can't see Zapdos surviving this, even if he's got max HP. Heat Wave did both, and that's a dead Zapdos. And of course gone back nothing because they're both KO'd. Charizard's putting in work in this game. And his last one's Torracat. So it's Charizard and Pheromosa taking on Torracat. Okay, now I know it's going to have Fake Out. Fake Out will KO Charizard after Sun. So protect Charizard, and foolishly here I also protect Pheromosa. I should have attacked the Pheromosa, either gone for the Electro Web or the close combat, because Torracat can't outspeed Charizard, but with Pheromosa at -1 it can outspeed the Pheromosa. So I was too careful here. And yeah, I think I've spoiled the end of the game for you. Sorry. Yeah, in goes to protects, goes for the Fake Out as was expected into Charizard, because Fake Out would have taken out Charizard, and if it didn't the Solar Power would have. Anyway, so now Charizard, now I'm praying that Pheromosa at -1 is going to be faster than this Torracat, and if this Torracat wasn't high speed investment it would have, but is what it is. Or if my Pheromosa was jolly and not adamant it would have. There we go, Air Slash, big damage to Torracat, but the Life Orb takes out Charizard, and then the Heat Wave takes out Pheromosa. There we go, so we lose that game unfortunately, but yeah, here's what it is, and on to game 3. Now, our mistake in the last game was not bringing Manectric knowing that Zapdos was gone. But we don't learn our lessons. So into game 3. So what are we leading with this one? For some reason, I'm thinking Dual Blade's going to be good here. Dual Blade do decent against the Regice. It's got high attacking stats, and Regice's defense isn't as high as its special defense. So I thought Dual Blade in. Lipard, Pheromosa, and Charizard. We don't take Manectric, even though Zapdos was an issue in this game, although Regice is the one proving to be a bigger problem to break through. Right, but we got Dual Blade out. Dual Blade's out to try and stop a, who's it called, Meowstic lead. And let's see how we go in this one. So, Dual Blade Pheromosa lead with Charizard and is it Lipard in the back? Yeah, so we've left Venu and Manectric out. So I'm pretty sure my thinking at the time was Pheromosa and Dual Blade should be able to take out the Meowstic combined, and then that leaves Lipard and Charizard to clean up, because the two of them are actually putting in the most work. Charizard's doing a lot of damage. It basically one-shot the Zapdos. And it would also one-shot the Insane. Right, so we leave them two. Obviously Dual Blade can't be faked out, so we don't need to worry about protecting it. We go for the offensive, we go for the Shadow Sneak onto Meowstic. We know it isn't going to have Psychic Terrain because we've already seen its moveset. And we protect Pheromosa from Heat Waves and Fake Outs. With the Eviolite, Dual Blade can definitely survive one Heat Wave going into both Mons. So there we go, he withdraws his Meowstic, putting me in a position where I'm not too comfortable. Pheromosa protects. Obviously reads the Shadow Sneak. Shadow Sneak really isn't doing much to Lipard, and we get statics. Shame, but it is what it is. That's RNG for you. Protect from the Heat Wave, and he sends out the Heat Wave into Dual Blade. Does way over half. Dual Blade will be out the next turn. Right, so go for a Protect on Dual Blade. Do we? Nah, I think we're just going for damage now. The play here is the Rock Slide. Hope for a miss on Dual Blade from both, and Rock Slide from it will do big damage to both as well. And then with Close Combat Torracat, just to get some damage onto it. Yeah, so we get the Close Combat off. Torracat in big trouble. There we go, it goes for a Thunderbolt into Pheromosa, taking it down to its sash. And then Heat Wave comes out from Torracat, hitting both. It would never miss Dual Blade because of God. So I'm 2 down against 4, and no way to stop the rain unless I KO the Meowstic. Right, so Sunny Day from Lipard, and it's going to be a Heat Wave from Charizard. Protects the Zapdos, which is definitely the right play. Yeah, it probably wouldn't matter if his Torracat goes down here. Without the -1, Charizard is probably going to be outsped by that Zapdos. It's alright, that goes down, even though resist the times 1.3 times 1.3 with the 5 is massive. And then no doubt out comes the Meowstic. Really sunny day. Don't know why, we already know the Meowstic is slower than us. Just for hope, I guess. Thunderbolt into Charizard takes it down one hit. So, and that is game. Life bar can't 1-3 here, so I just sit spamming Sunny Day for the rest of the match. Yeah. So I handed our loss. First loss in the VDL. We're 1-1. But I feel like I played really well game 1. My managing the game out, managing it out game 1 wasn't the best, but still took it and ran with what we had. Game 2, my bad if I made Veramosa a what was it? Either hasty, naive, jolly, or timid, basically beneficial speed nature. Probably would have won game 2, but didn't. I learned a lot of lessons from this battle. When to be more offensive, which is funny because I'm pretty well known for being a offensive player as it is. So yeah, just some takeaways. It was a good set 3. Really enjoyed it. So I'll see you guys for the post analysis afterwards. So the 2 lessons that I learned from the battle with Zam. Firstly, if there's an electric threat, take your lightning rod user. Funny enough, I only won them 1 game, I took Manectric 2. And secondly, hoping to land a rock slide with a heat wave miss with a no guard mon is a bad idea. Yeah, Dual Blade should have just stayed home for this game. It wasn't beneficial to me really. It put me on the back foot in game 3 hard. I had like no chance of winning that game with it out on the field that early. It might have been better late game because of Iron Head into the Regi's resisting most its moves. It could quite easily tank some hits from Zapdos, but I essentially set it up and put it out there to just go down too easily. Yeah, Venusaur wasn't the best strat game 2, especially seeing what he led. So yeah, I didn't play around the Meowstic well at all, really, and that's probably what cost me this game. I feel like I had a good team. The team was definitely the right one to take. Sun mode was definitely better than a Trick Room mode. Meowstic could have messed me up so in a lot of different ways. So yeah, I'm happy with the team I took. I just didn't play so well. If I saw out game 2 better, with better protects, better utilization of the mons I had, it could have been very different, but sadly I didn't. Definitely should have taken out the Regice. If I'd taken that out and not been hit with the Icy Wind, Pheromosa would have been able to just clean house in the end game of game 2. But it is what it is. Game 3 was terrible. We'll just pretend that never happened. Yeah, but good games all round. I played well. I won't say I played badly. I just was outplayed in Game 3 completely because I had a poor lead. But as I say, I'm happy with how the game went. 1-1 and on to week 3.